Right, dag mensen, dit is Jerry hier van G-XPERT. Okay, so busy with another GWM, but this one gets, it's a 4x4, so engine service, full service, gearbox service and transfer case service. I'll also be checking the diff oils, front and rear, but yeah, let me show you guys what I did so far. Okay, so I'm putting this 5W30 in. I already got a 5 liter in, and then another 500 ml. So it's 6 liters in total. Right, don't put more than this. This is way than enough. Okay. Right, like that. Okay, so any questions? Don't ask. Okay, so it's just an oil change. Okay, see I'm busy draining the transfer case. The whole black thing that you see here, the pan is also a filter. The whole thing gets replaced. And on the transfer case, that's your drain, that's your filler. So I'll close this now and then start filling up here until it comes out. Not while it's idling. Okay, so on your rear diff, there's your drain, there's your filler. Exactly the same procedures as with the transfer case. Right, so, and then I'm also doing air filter, all the filters like I said, and then spark plugs. There's no spark plugs, it's diesel. Okay, so yeah, then what I also did on this bucky, oh yeah, let me show you. Okay, so because on this one, the guys who built the downpipe didn't position the sensor in the right position. So now what happens, and it is an upgrade turbo, but that's normally not the problem. Because this thing is in the wrong position, and it's too close to the turbo, it's catching the flame and it's way too hot on the sensor. So eventually what happens, it will switch on the check engine light because it's getting way too hot, and then because of the direct flame. So this thing was supposed to be way more here, I would say. That's why it's actually supposed to be a straight here, not a turn. It's supposed to be about a 10 centimeters straight, and 3 inches better, not 2.5 inches. 2.5 inches make it worse. Straight, and then only about it start doing a 90. Okay. So you can, or on the straight, put it around about here, and then you get your turn like that. So what I did, I put an adapter here, pushing the sensor out a little bit. I've designed a different, like a part of a cat I've put inside here, in the inside, to cool down the air that's coming to the sensor, so it doesn't get so hot, so crazy hot so quickly, and on because of the direct flame. So the direct flame is more on this and not on the sensor, and now the check engine light doesn't come on anymore. On a normal turbo you won't do this. This is upgraded, yes, it's giving a lot more air, and I think there is a tune on here, so it's causing a bit of nonsense. Okay, but yeah, so this is what I had to do on this one. Totally built wrong, this downpipe. Look at the sensors at the bottom. It's supposed to be on top here, not there, hitting the side here. So eventually, if he wants me to, I will rebuild this whole stupid idea out of stainless steel, not mild steel. That's why it's rusting like this. And then I'll put the sensors on top in the right positions. Yeah, that's what happens if you take it to the wrong people to do things, and they do it like a consumer cheap way. And this is the boost pipes I built for him, and from there, this one I had to do from there all the way to there. So many people don't realize these bloody GWM is like seriously sensitive, like a woman. They're like very sensitive. You need to treat this bucky in a specific way. That's it. The way, even if you set up the turbo, you need to do it in a specific way. Otherwise, what you're doing is a waste of time. Okay, if you don't do it right. The things that you build, the way the sensors are programmed is like oversensitive, man. Okay, so the position is critical. Okay, maybe on most other vehicles it's not that critical, but on these things it's like very critical. The changing of the gearbox service, the transfer case once in a while. Transfer case you can do maybe every 100,000 case. That should be totally fine. Yeah, it shouldn't be too much of a hassle. But the gearbox is important. This guy is doing every 5 to 7,500 k's. He's doing an oil change. The oil that I'm using, you can go a little bit further, but because it's got a 2.5 stage 2.5 upgrade turbo, and it's got a bit of a tune, it's important to rather do your oil service more regular than just letting it be. Okay, so yeah. The oil that I'll be using in the transfer case will be Motul, this one. Okay, there is one from Liquid Moly. It says transfer case 1600. You can use that one, or you use this one. This one is, well, they're basically the same price. Okay, some places might ask way more for the Liquid Moly, but they're doing these exactly the same. You cannot use anything else. It must be this. You cannot use the same oil that's in the gearbox and the transfer case, like GWM will tell you they do. I don't want to swear, so don't do it. This is the right transfer case oil. It's a Borg Warner torque on demand with a lockup clutch in. You must use this oil. Okay, so in the gearbox, in this situation, I'll be using this. Okay, it's fine, it's perfectly for the ZF, or you can use Fairby green. This one's a little bit thicker, but so the shifting should be a bit stronger, let me say that. But yeah, the Fairby gives you a more smoother shift than this Liquid Moly. Yeah, this can be expensive, but you don't have a choice. That's the kind of oil, or it's ZF, or it's Fuchs 6008, which it looks like you don't get in South Africa for some reason, or it is Fairby green, or it's this one. Okay, so yeah, that's the oil that I'll be using in here. It is quality stuff, but the bucky is Chinese. It's fraught in the Kung Fu, but it speaks German. So yeah, now I've done the transfer case. Now it's time to fill up the gearbox fluid. Okay, well, first going to take out the sump, so I'm just going to put all the fluids in one basket, and then a very specialized tool to do that. Otherwise you're going to struggle. So there's the tool. I'm sideways. Don't turn the TV or something like that. It's going to fall over. Okay, so I'm underneath the GWM. I'm going to show you guys a quick preview of what this gearbox, valve, body and solenoids looks like. Wow! Okay, here we go. Okay, let me show you some more. Okay, so that's what it looks like. There's your solenoids that controls your gears. Here's your valve body, and the sump goes in there for the suction side. So yeah, that's what it looks like. Great. Okay, there you have it. Easy, no? No, don't do it. This is some that comes out of here. I must say, it doesn't look bad at all. All depends on what oil they've used, but as you can see, there's not much shavings and stuff or metal on here. There is a bit, but that's nothing. Okay, so that's good to see for a change. There is a bit dirtiness in there, but luckily it's in the filter. So yeah, this is good news to see. Okay, and there's the new sump in. The dark, but yeah, you can see it. Okay, then I'm gonna fill it up. Let me just do this. So there, I will fill it up. Okay, and then there's a certain procedure that you need to follow. If you don't follow it, this gearbox is not gonna last. As you guys can see, I did put the oil in. I'm just letting it warm up. This one I'm gonna let it warm up to 45 degrees minimum. Okay. There is a certain procedure that you need to follow. In the meantime, I did foot on the brake, close the door, leave it seatbelt thing plugged in, and then keep your foot on the brake, put it in neutral, go like that. Okay, the door is open, but yeah, then you put it in reverse and you count until 1, 2, 3, put it in neutral, drive, 1, 2, 3, put it in neutral. And then what I also did is I put it in drive and I put sport mode, 1, 2, 3, eco, 1, 2, 3, normal, 1, 2, 3, neutral. And then, you know, all the oil went through all the channels. Put it in park again and just wait for it to warm up until you reach at least 45 degrees, not less. A little bit over 45 is also fine. And then you're gonna open the sump or the drain or the filler plug again, and then they will tend to short some oil, and then I'll just fill it up till it runs out again, and then you know you're right. Okay, so I'll just wait for it to warm up, and then I'll open there while it's idling, and then I'll fill it up again. Okay, so that's basically extremely short and sweet how it works. If you want to do it yourself, don't fuck it up. It's going to be expensive repair. If you don't follow the procedures, don't use the right oil, it will bite you in the ass. Because of the transfer case oil I also changed, still waiting for the gearbox to warm up, I'm also going to do this. It's been a few days now waiting for the oil to warm up. So it's now on 39 degrees. Bloody hell, this thing takes forever with the new oil. It's a good thing. On the topic of GWM and waiting for this gearbox to one day warm up, now I'm 42. I would recommend on your seats, this is not real leather, get seat covers. You get nice seat covers, it's got a bit of a cushion here and stuff like that. Rather fit seat covers on, and you won't have any hassles like that. Okay, the engine is warm, still waiting for the gearbox, and finally welcome to the party. Right, okay, so ek is nou klaar met hierdie bakkie, full service gedoen. O nee, ek het nog een ding wat ek moet fit, gou die diesel filter fit, maar ja, ek is basies klaar en dat ek gou so maak. So ja, so daai netjies erop en hy werk, lyk my nogal heel bevange. Ja, Lennard wil nou nie ek met die bakkie offroading gaan toets nie, om seker te maak, weet hy hou en alles is reg nie. Ai, hierdie kliënte van my is baie moeilik. Maar anyway, so, volgende ding, gearbox is klaar, hy is gedoen, mooi nuwe pan op daar, filter ook, whatever en alles. Transfer case is gedoen. So, daar is die transfer case, so daar is jou boonste filler, daar in die middel en daar so is jou drain. Ok, so dit is ook daar reg. Ja, alles hardop nou mooi, nog net gou daai enetjie daar doen. Maar ja, verder, karretjie is reg, hy loop nou baie nice. Jo, hierdie ding is baie sensitief op sy pedal hoor. Jy raak hom net, jy gee nie baie veel nie pedal nie, en ek het sy pedal controller basies afgesit, so af as ek hom kan kry, want hy is te sensitief die petrol man, joh. Maar ja, daar's hy. Hopelijk is Leonard happy, al kan ek hom nou nie offroad toets om seker te maak is reg. Leonard.